Welcome to Paul and Barbie's backyard garden. I have spring fever, so we're going to plant some potatoes today. Okay, for our planting medium, we're going to be using 3 equal components: black cow, potting mix, and peat moss. All right, we got our soil all mixed up. Next step is we're going to be putting some soil into the buckets. And what you want to do with your buckets, you need some good drainage holes. I've got 5 in here. I think these are either 3/4 or 7/8 with a drill bit. So anyway, you want to make sure you got plenty of holes for good drainage. Potatoes do not like saturated soil. They want a well-drained soil and a fluffy soil to grow in. If you keep it too saturated, your seed potatoes will just rot. What you want to do first is put about approximately 4 inches of soil, and then we'll take it to the next step. All right, we got our soil in there. We got about 4 inches of soil. Don't have to be exact, just you want it close to 4 inches. Next thing I'm going to add is a little bit of bone meal, about a cupful. This is going to promote phosphorus, which is great for root growth. All right, we're ready for our seed potatoes. We're going to be planting 2 varieties today, Northern Red and Yukon Gold. Northern Red is what we call in Northwest Florida. We just refer to it as a new potato, which is, here we go. See, these have pretty good eyes on them. Now I've cut some of these, and you can cut a potato and cut the eyes. We'll just imagine this was, it's not the same one. Actually, this is the one right here I cut in half. You see how this has eyes on both sides, and I cut this one in half. So now we've got 2 seed potatoes. So that'll stretch your seed supply a little bit further, make it go a little bit further. Now when you cut your seed potatoes, you can go ahead and plant them in the ground, but it's really not a good thing to do because you can introduce some bacteria and disease. So you want to let them sit for a few days, and it's a process called suberization. And basically these will callus over. You can see how these are kind of calloused over, so these are ready to plant. All right, let's get them in the buckets. Forgot to add, also when you buy your seed potatoes, these came from Tractor Supply, and some of these come from Hoss Tools as well. But in Hoss Tools and Tractor Supply, they both offer certified seed potatoes. So you want to make sure when you buy them, they are certified seed potatoes, which means they're disease free. You don't want to introduce any type of diseases into your garden. All right, I usually only plant 2 potatoes per bucket, but I've got plenty, and some of these are kind of small, so I'm gonna put 3. Just want to put your potatoes in there, space them apart with the eyes up. All right, just like that. Now we've got about 4 inches of soil in there mixed in with that bone meal. So now what we want to do is we want to cover these up to about 10 inches, which is going to be about right here on the bucket. Sorry, trying to do this with the cameraman. All right, that's about it right there. And we're gonna water this one in one good time, and this will be ready to grow. All right, we're gonna put another about a handful of bone meal on top. Kind of scratch that in, and then we're gonna water it in, and this one will be ready to go. All right, we're gonna let that soak through, and we'll get it in the grow rack, and it'll be ready to start growing potatoes. We got all of our potatoes planted in buckets. I got 4 buckets of Yukon Gold and 4 buckets of Red Norlands. And let me just say this, I am not a master gardener, never pretended to be. My wife and I, we learn as we go. This is how we plant potatoes for the last couple of years and been very successful at it. You could research on your own, and there's probably 100 different ways to plant potatoes, and there may be better ways. So I'm certainly always open up to positive comments, and so I can learn from the experience as well. But the next step, these are gonna take it'll probably be about 7 to 10 days, maybe a little longer, before you'll see vegetation break the surface. And when the vegetation breaks the surface, you're gonna feel like you need to help it out and move the dirt. Do not touch it. Let the plant push its way through on its own. I promise you it will do just fine without your help. And as soon as the vegetation gets probably to the top, maybe a little bit taller, about 6 to 8 inches, then you're gonna backfill with the same potting mix that you made before, and you're gonna move the plant carefully because they're kind of tender, you don't want to break them. And move the plant, and you're gonna fill this up with soil to about 1 inch from the top, and then you can put mulch on top of that. But your potatoes are gonna grow from this point here all the way down to the 4-inch mark. The reason you want to add more soil will be so sunlight can't penetrate those potatoes. Sunlight hitting the potatoes is not good. It can turn them green and make them toxic. When the vegetation breaks through the surface and it's time to add the soil, I will do another video and show you that process as well. Like I said, I think that's going to be probably anywhere from 7 to 10 days. So I'll look for that video. And we appreciate you watching. If you like the content of our video, appreciate if you subscribe, like, and share. Everyone have a blessed day.